Also, we are live. We should be. Thanks for the people who are watching. If you're watching now, please leave comments as the video goes on, as the discussion goes on. We're here to help each other. I'm going to share some tips with you. Uh, in this video, we'll talk about how to come out on the other side of COVID-19 as a winner. I'm going to share some tips of what I do and what you can do. Um, and as said, as the live video goes on, feel free to leave comments. If you're watching this afterwards, you can leave comment in the comment section below, and I'll come back to you after the video. But hopefully, I should be able to see if people comment in real time with this setup. And also, before we get into the topic, I want to tell you about a free guide you can download right away. It's called 3 Tested Ways to Increase Your Client Base. And I made this guide for home studio owner who want to increase their client base. And you'll learn my tested email script of how to contact bands online, how to get clients offline too, in real life, so to speak, and how to get clients coming back for more. So a free guide, link is in the description below. Download it. I'll send it to you right away. But let's get into the subject of today's video. So obviously COVID-19 has impacted a lot of us in the music, audio field, so to speak. A lot of shows are canceled for people who are doing live music or just playing live gigs. Uh, some of my income has been disrupted because I do also live sound beyond working with bands from my home studio, basically. Um, and yeah, it's impacted a lot of us, and hopefully we're going to get out of it sooner rather than later. But there are some things I'm doing and that I think you can do so this period doesn't become as destructive as it could be. And one of the things I'm doing, I think you can do too, if you want, is to take this opportunity to study and really get your studio to the next level. For example, and I've never done this before, but I'm learning how to use ads, Google Ads, to be honest, or to be specific, because I've been doing content marketing for a while for this channel basically, but not for my mixing or mastering recording website. So I thought, well, your audio solutions is a content site. That's where I do all the videos and podcasts and all that sort of things. But I want to see what I can do with my mixing side, and that's what I'm doing this period. Beyond building relationships with bands, I'm doing this. I'm learning how to use ads to promote my website using ads, and that's something I hopefully can share with you guys in videos in a few months, where I can teach you what I have learned from using ads and what worked, what didn't. Um, and I'm also trying to actually become a premium member of Sound Better. I think I've seen a lot of people trying to get a premium membership, but it's pretty tricky and they don't allow everyone to get in. But that's a side note. I'll share my experience with that later on too. Um, but with this period, you can also take the advantage to learn a new instrument. Like I've been geeking out a lot on synthesizers, especially um, a free modular thing, free modular uh, app called VCV, I believe, is free. It's awesome. You can make some awesome kick-ass songs using this free software. It's called VCV. Um, that's what I'm doing, in this COVID-19 times. I'm getting better at getting more clients, hopefully with the ads, for example, learning to become better at a new instrument, which is modular synthesis, which is really, really fun. I have some analog stuff over there in that corner. But that's a few things you could take advantage of during this slow period of COVID-19. You know, learn stuff, learn more about business if that's what you want to do. Take your home studio to the next level by learning how to implement ads, for example, or check out some of my videos on how to contact bands online. This is also a perfect time to build relationships with people. For example, with my mixing mastering service, I want to expand that, and I'm trying to build a business relationship with other people because there's a lot of bands I work with who struggle with getting shows, struggling with getting an increased fan base. So beyond just offering them the mixing, mastering, whatever, I also offer them that. But I want to take outside help with someone who is much better at doing that sort of stuff. So this is the perfect time to be doing all of these things, because in the past I might have had live shows in the evening, and the days I try to do as much as I can with the bands I'm working with by building relationships and stuff. So that's the third thing you can do during this time. Really hunker down and really reach out to as many bands as possible and start talking to them, build a relationship, because when this time is over, you have been there, you have provided value to them. uh, you will set yourself up for good success. That's the third thing I recommend doing in this time period. um, and as I said, you can get clients in this time period. It's not impossible. I'm just working on a new project soon, which I hope is going to get started. So that is possible. It might be slower, but yeah, it is possible. I know there's sites out there saying you should be having the best month or blah blah blah, but if you have an online business, so to speak. But for some people, like myself, is that's not the case. It is hard because less money is coming in. Um, and those stuff we can take away for the future. So when this thing is finally over and people are spending money, the economy is growing, whatever, one thing we should think about is um, increase our savings account. That sounds boring as hell, but that's one lesson I believe we should take with us when it comes to this um, time. And also, if you're dependable on an employer, this you are in their hands. So if they are in the shits, you are in the shit. There's no much you can do to take control over the situation. But by having your own business or having multiple streams of income, you might be less affected. Like myself, all my income didn't depend on live shows. I had the bands and artists I was working with from all over the world, and stuff like that. So I'm writing articles, uh, doing some stuff on this website. So that's a really important thing, to be diversified. Sorry. So you're not tied to one income. That's the key lessons I've learned and hope I can share with you, and that's going to be helpful to you going forward. So hunker down, take your skills to the next level with these quiet times. Maybe learn a new instrument, learn a new DAW, whatever. Um, Start building relationships with bands and artists if you're not already doing that. This is a perfect time to do that. They have time on their hands, so do we. And stuff to take away for the future. Save more money for rainy days. Um, do not be dependable on one income or one employer. uh, so that's my lessons I want to share with you. I hope it was helpful, and feel free to let me know in the comments if you have any questions. What you have learned so far during this COVID-19 time period. It's been lame. We're stuck at home, but there's still stuff we can do. There's still stuff we can improve on. So this is a perfect time for that. That's it for this video. I hope it was helpful and valuable. And again, don't forget to download the free guide. Link is in the description below. 3 tested ways to increase your client base. Just enter your email and I'll send it to you right away. That's it for this live video. I hope it was helpful. Again, feel free to leave comments, a like, whatever. And I'll see you guys next week with some nice interviews and some other topics on business and music production. Take care, guys.